Hi everyone, and welcome to my craft room. It's Jeanette, Crafty Dork. Today is day 54, and we're making I'm calling it Book of Pockets. Now I'm sure I saw this on Patricia Baramonte's YouTube. Please, if you know the link to it, let me know, because I have been through her videos 100 times and I cannot find it. So we'll see how we go. Firstly, I'll show you the one that I did, and then I had to deconstruct it to see how I made it. You should see my floor. The little Lily has pulled everything out of my bin. She is gorgeous. Okay, so this is very plain. I've just got a little booklet. I put some, this is canvas down the bottom, some seam binding around here, little journaling spot, and then I've made little pockets to go in, and little journaling cards, and I've just basically done them with coffee dyed paper on both sides. And there's 3 little pockets, one at the back, one here, and one here. So I had to deconstruct to see exactly how I made it. But I think it's rather cute. You could send it off as happy mail, fill it up with ephemera. You could, this one I made with book page and then covered, and it's nice and sturdy. But to go in a journal, this is probably a little bit too thick. Then I made another little one, and this is, I got the papers upside down, inside out, but it's a bit different. I've just made, and this is the way it was to go. So you can see your pockets here, and I've just put white card in there just so that it stands out a bit. And there's your 3 pockets. From this kit, which is an Antique Paperie kit, I've got a little envelope in there and one in there, and then just the cardstock. So this one would definitely just slip into a pocket in your book. I then just made a template and just did it with book page. And, you know, there's no reason why you just can't leave it as book page, especially if you do it with vintage or antique papers, and then that would definitely just go straight in there. A little bit of collage and a flower or something on the front, and you've got a fantastic book. That one I've cut down a little bit smaller, and the same here, and I've just got little pockets in there. So today we're going to do it with papers, and these are from Angela's, what was on Angela's YouTube Etsy shop, and I've decided to use one of my 9x6 envelopes because that was the size of the original. I cut my papers. Now what I did, I cut the first paper, and at 6 3/4 I left the height, and that one is going to go from there to the middle of the fold, and then I cut the next one at 4 inches by the height, so 6 3/4 for the front part. The next part is 4 inches. Then I cut the next one at 4 3/4, so that'll go and fold up like that. And then the last one is 6 3/4 again, and that will go like that. And then actually that's 6 5/8, not 3/4. 6 5/8. But as you can see with all the other ones I did, you can make them as big and as small as you like. But those measurements, the 6 3/4, the 4 3/4, and the 6 5/8 will fit nicely on a piece that is 9 inches long, and then you fold it in half. So we will start. Now I'm going to definitely cut these down. So I'm going to cut them down to the 6 inches. I was going to do all this before I turned on the camera, and then I thought, don't be a wuss. And I'm going to leave the top of that lace bit on this part. So I need to, yeah, let them see your warts and all today, and that's definitely what might happen. So that's the first piece. Now this, when it's folded in halves, 9 inches is 4.5, okay? So what I'll do is just, and what I should do is just get my little, do it properly, hey? Instead of, I'll just get my little scoreboard, and at 4.5, very lightly, because I've just got this as paper, I'll just fold that up. Okay, so that means that this little piece that I've folded over is 2 1/4. So my next piece, that is the 4-inch piece, and I'm going to do that at 6 inches. I'm going to score this one at the 2 1/4, and let's fingers crossed it's going to work on that one. Oh God, what happened there? It all looks straight. Oh, no, it does. Okay, so that part will go onto there. Okay, so the next piece, which is the 4 3/4, we need to make our little, we'll make that at 6 inches first. So we need to do our score line at 1 3/4. Okay, so we'll get to the 1 3/4 and we'll fold that. Okay, so now we've got this that will go on the front of our envelope. This one will go and be stuck there. This one will be stuck on there. And then our last one, and I'll just cut that off at 6. I want it that way. I'm trying to make a couple of videos in advance because Peter's got to have a little operation, and I just want to be around when he gets out. So that one is just under the 3. So what I'll do is I'll pop that in, and then I'll just move it away from the edge the tiniest little bit and score at 3. And then fold that, and then that can go away. And so then this one will attach to that, and it will also, once they're all in there, okay, like that. Whoop. And we'll glue them all down, so you'll have something that looks like that with the pockets. I've just saved one, and I will put that at the top there. Have I got a piece with the... No, I think I like that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is stick that one down. Let's get this one out the way. I think I'll have the writing and then whatever's next on there. I was really annoyed that I couldn't find... I did find that other one for the little book page pocket wallet style. It's called a book page pocket wallet style insert, and that's the one that's got all the little pockets and diagonals, and I haven't actually put that yet onto the video, but I should do that. So that just goes down so that you don't just see the white of the card. So we've got that. This is a pretty paper. Just make sure that's all. Okay, now on this I'll do the first one that we cut, and that goes down like that. Now with this one you could shorten that as well and do your little pocket, but I'm going to stick that down because I'm thinking that I might just do a little pocket here to tuck something in, just for something a little bit different. So if you wanted to, the other one was plain, the original, and you could just pop some white or some card over that to make that for journaling, or you can, like I said, do the little pocket. Okay, so I'll just stick that one down, and I've just done this on copy paper because I didn't want it to be too thick to go in the journal. Okay. See, that goes right up to that crease. And then all you do is you just continue along. Just make sure you've got the right piece. Better take that off, that's a bit sticky. Pop that down. Oh, don't stick that all the way around. Okay, what we're going to do is use a bit of book page. This one will be a little bit thicker. Humbug. Oh, well, you can see how to fix it if you make a faux pas like that. So you just put it on the edges, not all the way over from now on. So we will pop that one up, the lid on, so I don't get confused again. And just glue down the side there, and I just like to glue just a little bit across the bottom so that your pockets, your things don't fall out the pocket. They shouldn't, because they'll be against the envelope, but you know, old habits die hard. There you go. So that's 3 sides done, and you've got your little pocket. And that's probably not a bad idea to do it that way, but you know. So the next one is just down the sides, a little bit across the bottom. And I guess if you had it too thick, you would need to have a little bit of a fold on the spine so that you don't, it's not too bulky in the middle of the. Now try and get your edges even, but if you don't, there's no big deal, because you can always just pop it in the trimmer and trim off what's not level, even though it's in the it's an envelope. You know, you can make pockets from, because I've thought of making these into top pockets or side pockets. It's endless by using the envelope. Just make sure that's nice and level, and a little bit across the bottom. And then this one, I'll just fold it over. And then just run another bead down the side. And across the bottom. And what I'm doing now is just running a little bead of glue along that fold of the envelope, so that when you fold this one over, it'll fold that into the crease of the. So that's basically it done. The little booklet of pockets. And all you need to do now is decorate. But to be honest, do you want to decorate the inside? I don't think I do. I'm going to, actually what I'm going to do, because I just want to have these all lined up. So I'm just going to put a little pencil mark in the middle of each pocket. So I've got 3 inches each end and the little pocket there, and I'll do the same here, so that I can just how come I've got it? Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. Yep, that's right. Jeanette. So I need to do that one as well. Turn this one around. See if I can see which I probably can't, so we might just have to put that little pencil mark in there. And that's just a single piece, so it's a little bit, I should have put a piece of paper behind that. No biggie, no biggie. Okay, now I just need to do the little teeny one in here. And you can ink the edges if you want to, leave them plain, you know. The world's your oyster. There you go. And then you can put your little tags into the pockets. And how cute is all that? I did make a ring, so I'll just leave that one there so you can see there. This is just some scrap paper cardstock that I've got floating. We'll just pop those in because it's white. It's bringing back my days of mini albums of just popping plain paper in for journaling, or as photo mats that I used to use them back then. Where are we? Get in there. That one can stick out there. Let's get another piece and we'll make it and round those corners off too. And then that one probably, let's see, will fit in there as a like that. So that's what the inside will look like. And I'm just going to leave it like that. I think it looks gorgeous. Okay, now for journaling, you could either do that and just stick that down there, which would be nice. It could, and I mean, you could use this for photos and what have you, but I did think I might just use this, and I might just pop this onto a piece of book page. Now I'm going to just fold that one over, about a quarter of an inch-ish. The same here. So if that's folded there, I just need to fold that one about there. How to do a quick and easy little pocket. I'll cut that off to about a quarter of an inch. I'll just trim across those corners. Get rid of all this rubbish, something else for Lily to play with. Well, I think Peter came around. He's out cleaning his car, so I think he came around and saw what she was up to, and we can't trust her out the front of our place yet because there's too much to distract her. We've got a golf course across the road, and there's lots happening over there, so now I've got the both of them in here. So that's just going to go down there. Rama wasn't too sure. Rama's our standard poodle, and we've got this little Jack Russell puppy, and he wasn't too sure to start with, but now he's starting to want to play with us, so it's really good. I knew it would happen eventually. It just needed to, and because he's 10, so it's going to take him a little while to, he's had the cat to play with, but not She doesn't like playing. She's a bit of a witch. She just likes her own company. Okay, so we might just pop that in there, and I might just cut that off. Like that. So we've got that to go in there for some journaling, or like I said, we can use it for photos. Is that sticking in there? I don't know. That's just me. Just me. Okay, so that one sort of goes back like that. Now we need this, the front. And what will I do for the front? Such beautiful papers. Do I have blues in there, or is it just, it's all pinks, isn't it? Doesn't matter, we'll use that. Okay, what I'm going to do is glue it on and then just trim around the edge, because I want to put this across the top. And you could sew this all down if you wanted to. I'd probably put the front on first and then sew it, and then go, there's a card, and then glue the inside piece on. And you saw how that inside all went together. You could just get that all ready to just stick straight in, all assembled. But I'm sure it was Patricia who did it. Okay, so I just want to make that central with that there, and then this is a brayer. If anybody doesn't know, it's good for this. It's good to use in your mixed media. You can put paint onto projects with it. You can use it in your jelly printing. You can roll ink onto stamps with it if you've got big stamps. Very versatile tool. I've got a big one and I've got a couple of big ones and a couple of small ones. I paid a lot of money for 2 of them, and then below me down I went to an op shop and found them for $2 each. Couldn't believe what was in front of my eyes. So I use the expensive ones where I don't get it dirty as much. Okay, now they're all falling out while I'm... Okay, so there it is. There's a little bit of book page hanging out there, so that's what you do, you just trim it off. Okay, that's cute. And then you just dress it up if you want. You can put your seam binding down the back, you can put your bows and your lace, whatever takes your fancy. So I've got lace up there, but it doesn't mean to say we can't have it down here. So that would look nice. Let's just pop a bit of that. How long have we been going? I don't want to bore you to tears. Nearly half an hour, so I'll just pop that on here. And what I might do, I've got a narrow Oh no, why don't I try and walk it out? Oh well, that's bad luck. That's not that way. Just anchor it a bit more at the top here. And these Tim Holtz scissors don't like cutting fabric very much, or whether it's me, the way I use them, I don't know. So I'll just put some down here as well, just to make it a and then really with all that, you don't really need much more than that. I haven't really got anything. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Oh. This kit, this one didn't have any little ephemera bits. If we could just collage a little bit down on that corner, down the if that's a little word of some sort. Perhaps I've got some words on this one. How about we just take a few words from here. I think it's in French.